It is 4:57 on a Friday afternoon, and the office has gone almost completely quiet. She is the only one left, sitting alone in front of a screen that has just gone black. This is the third Friday in a row that the whole system has crashed at nearly the same moment. Every other day of the week, the software runs perfectly, without a single error or warning. But every Friday, somewhere close to 3 in the afternoon, it locks up completely and dies. She restarts the machine, and it comes back clean, as if nothing had ever happened at all. Her manager tells her it's probably just heavy traffic, people rushing to finish before the weekend. She checks the traffic logs herself, and Friday afternoons turn out to be the quietest time of the week. She starts keeping a small notebook, writing down the exact minute of every single crash. 3 Fridays in a row, 3 crashes, each one landing within minutes of 3 o'clock. She goes through the code line by line, searching for anything at all tied to a date. There's nothing there, no day of week checks, nothing that should care which day it happens to be. She asks a co-worker to sit with her and watch the system through the next Friday afternoon. They wait together at their desks, coffee going cold, watching a clock instead of the screen. 2:58, 2:59, 3 o'clock, and right on cue the screen freezes solid. Her co-worker jumps in his chair like he's just been caught doing something wrong. They pull every single log file from the exact minute the crash took place. There's nothing unusual anywhere, no spike, no strange request, not even an error message. She starts to wonder if the problem isn't sitting in the code at all. She checks the server's internal clock against the building's own clock, and the two match exactly. She checks whether any backup jobs run on Fridays, but the only one starts at midnight, hours later. She checks the cleaning schedule, wondering if someone unplugs something while going through the office. Nothing lines up anywhere. Nobody even enters the server room on Fridays around 3. Weeks go by and the crash keeps happening. Always the same time, always on a Friday. She starts to dread Friday afternoons the way other people seem to dread their Mondays. She borrows a voltage monitor and clips it directly onto the server's main power line. She wants to catch anything electrical, anything that never shows up inside the software logs. The following Friday, she sits beside the monitor, watching a steady green line hum along. At 2:59, the line dips sharply just for a fraction of a second. A second later, the screen freezes exactly the way it always does on Fridays. She follows the dip backward, tracing it through the building's whole electrical panel. The trail leads to a switch sitting in the hallway right outside the server room. A small sign above the switch reads, "Weekly fire alarm test, Fridays at 3. The test cuts power to that circuit for less than a second, just to check it still works. Almost every piece of equipment in the building never even notices a gap that short. But one aging part inside the old server does notice, and quietly resets itself. It was never the code at all. It was the building testing its own fire alarms. For months, a routine safety drill had been quietly crashing the entire system every week. She writes the whole thing down in one sentence and pins it above her desk. The fix turns out to have nothing to do with code, just a request to move a test. The building agrees and moves its weekly alarm test to Tuesday mornings instead. The Friday crashes stop immediately, just like that, and nobody ever mentions it again. On her desk, an old sticky note still reads, "Check the fire alarm switch first."